number 3. A gulab jamun contains sugar syrup to about 30% of its volume. Find approximately how much syrup would be found in 45 gulab jamuns, each shaped like a cylinder with two hemispherical ends with length 5 cm and diameter 2.8. Okay, so gulab jamun means this thing here, right? That's sweet, right? So I've taken out one for us here. It will look something like this. In the middle is a cylinder, but at the two ends the shape is of a hemisphere. Okay, they've given us a total length of the gulab jamun, how much from here till here is 5 cm. They've also given us a diameter. Okay, diameter is equals 2.8. so remember, the diameter of the cylinder equals the diameter of the two hemisphere. Okay, so they have the same diameter, which means they will also have the same radius. Okay, same radius. So you can see 2.8 and radius will be 1.4, right? So here what do we have to find? We'll try to find first the volume of one gulab jamun. Okay, once we find, we'll have to multiply with 45, right? And remember that they said that in one gulab jamun it only contains 30% sugar syrup, the sweetness. Okay, so let's start one of the other. First, like I said, we'll try to find the volume of one gulab jamun. Okay, before that, you will notice again that we do not know the length or the height of the cylinder again, right? So in the hemisphere, remember, for a hemisphere, the radius is also equal to height of the hemisphere. Okay, the radius is equal to height of the hemisphere, right? So you will notice, like I said again, we do not know the length or the height of the cylinder. So like our previous question, we will first try to find the length or the height of the cylinder. Okay, they've given us what? The total height equals 5 cm, right? Now total height, that means from here till here is made out of 2 times height of cylinder, right? Height of hemisphere, one hemisphere here, one hemisphere here, so 2 times. Okay, and then height of the cylinder. These 3 makes the entire height of the gulab jamun. Okay, so we know the height of the hemisphere 1.4, right? So 2 into 1.4, when you multiply, we're going to get 2.8, right? So the 2.8 will go to the other side, it will become minus 2.8, right? So when you subtract this 5 minus 2.8, we're going to get the height of the cylinder to be equal to 2.2 centimeter. Okay, so now we know the height. Let us try to find the volume of one gulab jamun. So the volume of one gulab jamun will be volume of this hemisphere plus volume of this hemisphere plus volume of this cylinder, right? So in short, I'm just going to write down volume of 2 hemisphere plus volume of the cylinder. So this 2 is here because there are 2 hemisphere. Then what is the volume of the hemisphere? 2 by 3 pi r cube, and the volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. So remember, height and the length are same. Okay, which we already found, right? So now once again, we'll try to take the common again. So when you look here, you can say I can take pi r square common, right? So I've taken it out here, and this one 2 2s are 4, right? So I'll be having 4 by 3. So I've taken out pi r square common, right? But you can see r cube, which means still one r will be left. Now this pi r square, I've taken it out. What is left? The height is left. Okay, so now let's put the value. Pi is simply 22 by 7, right? Radius we already know 1.4. Then 4 by 3 again, radius is 1.4. Height of the cylinder or length of the cylinder, we just got it to be 2.2, right? Once we're done with it, we can divide 7 and 7 into 0.2. Okay, now when you multiply this 4 into 1.4, we're going to get what? 5.6 divided by 3, right? And then you divide this 5.6 by 3, we will get how much? 1.866. Clear? So once we get that, now multiply, add these two again, right? 1.866 plus 2.2 will get 4.066. Alright, so now nothing to do, we just have to multiply 22 into 0.2 into 1.4 into 4.066, and we're going to get 25.046. So we'll take it approximately to be equal to 25.05 centimeter cube. Okay, so there is the volume of one gulab jamun. Remember how many gulab jamuns are there? There are 45 gulab jamuns, right? So how do you get the volume of 45 gulab jamun? Simply multiply it by 25.05. Okay, now the question gave us what? That the quantity of syrup, right, the sweetness, that watery sweetness in one gulab jamun, so much? Only 30%. Okay, so now when you look here, say volume of gulab jamun means this is, we're finding it for 100%. We're thinking that it contains 100% of syrup, right? But the question told us it only contains 30%. Okay, so let's try to find out. Therefore, syrup in 45 gulab jamun, only 30% is there, right? So 30% into, we'll multiply with the volume of 45 gulab jamun. Clear? So we're going to have what? 30% simply means 30 by 100, right? Then 45 into 25.05. So you multiply these three, 13 to 45 into 25.05, we'll get 33817.5. Divide by 100 is here, so pretty simple. We'll get what? 338.175, or we can take it approximately. The sugary syrup that is there in the 45 gulab jamun equals 338 centimeter cube.